Sheetal Acharya, and on the spotlight today, we have our guest, Gaurav Jain, who is a passionate builder of large-scale future-ready systems and a leader who knows how to turn vision into enterprise-level impact. Hi, Gaurav.
Hello.
Welcome to the show, and it's truly a pleasure to host you today.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
So, Gaurav, let's begin with knowing like what has been the most defining moment in your journey as a tech leader.
So I started my journey in 2004 with a very small company, Chanteling. And the moment I joined the Idea Cellular as a developer, that is the time between that period is something which is very important and close to my life, because that's the time I was building as a developer of myself, and the perspective of developing things, learning from others is the majority part came from that fact.
What? Wonderful. And then how you progressed? Could you talk a bit about your journey, like from idea to where you are right now?
Okay. So I started as a developer, then I became an architect. And then while becoming an architect, I figured out there are multiple enterprise ways to do things. And then over a period of time, I learned maximum of them. I tried learning maximum of them. And with that, learning is one part of the story. The other part is the implementation. And over a period of time, developing by yourself and implementing it on large scales is where you actually deliver something which the business environment is going to consume. So that's an entire journey that I have followed in my complete career.
You have worked, I think you have an extensive experience in telecom.
Yes, I worked right from the beginning. Where I worked in the IT companies, but maximum of my business ideas or the business part of it or the domain is from telecom.
Right. And could you share your thoughts on, zero-touch automation in telecom these days, and how do you see the future of telecom with zero-touch automation?
Okay. So zero touch, so practically it is not something which is new to telecom, but it is more now becoming a sophisticated culture where they want to gain it to a level where there is no human intervention involved. Right from when I started as a provisioning developer. So provisioning and all that stuff is actually zero touch, where there is no human intervention required. As soon as a SAF comes, which is an activation of a customer to the whole life cycle of the customer, everything is almost no paper industry, everything is already automated and everything. For last 20-25 years, I'm seeing it is a part of the industry. What now we are talking about is entire industry to be self-governed, self-motivated, and everything which is working should take a decision without any human intervention. So that's what we are coming towards.
And how much realistic do you see in upcoming future?
With the generative AI coming into picture, the kind of models that we are seeing, this is not a futuristic approach. This is what we are living with it now. So it's a reality. It's not that we are aiming for it. We are living in it.
And completely autonomous.
Yes, almost not autonomous level 5, but up to 4, the industry has already achieved almost. 5 is something where we are entering into, and with the new large language model, I don't think it is going to be a very big thing for us.
That's a great insight, Gaurav. Thanks for sharing that. Now let's talk a bit about, I think you believe in minimal code.
Yes.
So could you shed more light on that, like minimal code extracting from the existing infrastructure and technology?
Yes. So nowadays, all the new platforms that we are entering and seeing in this world is minimalistic code, where they don't want coders to code a lot of things. It should all be programmed in a way that everything is self-defined. Whatever you want to choose, pick, and try to implement your own fundamental concept. So it is not about developing things, it is about implementing the new concept that you are thinking about, which can go on scale. So all ML ops, AI ops is fundamentally the building blocks to make things very easy for the world, and they can take care of the operational part of it. So the human can more concentrate or divert their energies towards the developing things conceptualizing thing instead of just operationalizing it.
Right. And what's your favorite no-code platform?
So there are many. I don't want to take the name.
Okay,
But
that's fine.
yes, but any platform which is enabled with AI ops, ML ops, and where people can develop things, well, it's Google, Amazon, everybody is in that race, and they are the front runners. So all are good.
Are you still a developer at heart? Do you still like to code?
For sure, means that's what I do for my living. So I do code, and I am currently in my current organization. Definitely, I code. A part of that, I am working and practically. Is that okay that I fumble?
It's okay, we can retake. For selling question, ये वाला ना, are you coder at heart? So, Gaurav, like apart from managing team, are you still a coder at heart? You like to code?
For sure. So I really like coding, and that's what I do in my day-to-day life. With my current company, I do code. A part of that, only in the company that I code is for the company perspective, which is more of a business-oriented things. In parallel to that, I also do some academic coding. Which is with multiple small or large kind of universities. So I work. I still doing university works, and with universities, I am doing this kind of coding and engaging myself with the projects which are more futuristic and more require individual attention. I work as an IC there, which means an individual contributor with the next generation people. They are more advanced than me, so I keep learning with them as well.
So that's like in a way you're giving back to the community.
Yes, so they get benefited with what I have seen in last 20-25 years, and I get benefited that what is the new technology coming in and how we can implement. Even at least the concepts can be conceptualized in university, which can later taken into the enterprise grade things.
Now, how do you see the difference in the thought process of like our generation and the generation that is coming now?
They are more risk taking. They don't take commands. They think about it. They question it, and they are more futuristic in approach. Very realistic, and not taking everything as a thing that it is part of the world, so I have to take it. They challenge everything. And once you challenge everything, you are going to get into a mode where you are either accepting it, but with a confidence, or you are rejecting it because you don't see the value in it. So that's a kind of attitude that I like. They in our age, when we were growing up, we are doing coding and everything. Whatever seniors were saying, we are taking it as a fundamental principles and the rule of the land. But nowadays, they don't take it like that. So there are positive and negative in it. But yes, I see it as a more positive thing.
Absolutely. And I think no wonder then, we have these many unicorns these days than ever before.
Yes. And the new generation people are more coming up with the ideas, and they are making more impact in the system than our age. We are more conventional people where we are developing what we know, what we learn. But these guys are going to change the world with the new rules and the things.
Absolutely. Now, talking about, our generation or our, time. So how do you see things evolving since the time like when we were studying, and how was your experience as a student that time, like when you were in college?
So I was studying for last 25 years. That never stopped. But yes, while I was studying in my engineering and all that, my MBAs, it is more of a bookish knowledge that matters. Whatever you learn, you have to write it in that way. And then there is a fundamental code book that you have to follow. But nowadays, the things have changed. They challenge you in the universities, and you have to overcome that challenge and prove yourself. So that's a basic difference that I'm seeing in the shift of education in the industry and the universities.
Absolutely. And let's talk a bit about, your early days, about hometown. Which part of India are you from?
So I am from Kota, Rajasthan. and I did my schooling from Kota, and then I did my engineering from Jaipur, and then I did my MBA from Chandigarh.
So I've been to different places.
Just in entire North and West India.
So how do you see, like, being into your role and being traveled to different places, how do you see the teams or the cultural differences in the way, the teams are working in different geographic location?
So if you will talk about the geography, every geography have a different culture. But in technology, I don't see that means for me doesn't matter actually. And I have not seen that people are very apprehensive about it. But yes, there is a cultural difference. And while you're working with that geography, you have to accept it more open with a more open heart. And you have to learn the rule of the land. That's the way you are going to be more adaptable and acceptable in that environment.
Absolutely. And the developer knows only one language, which is coding.
Yes.
That is universal.
Yes, code don't have any boundaries in geography. So for us, really doesn't matter.
So Gaurav, let's talk a bit about leadership roles and leadership qualities. So what, according to you, are the primary leadership skills that a leader must have?
Okay. So I think a leader nowadays, the leadership qualities and the definition of leadership is changing, at least in the tech world. You have to be learner. You cannot be a forerunner. You have to be with the pack, and you should give that space to everybody in the team that they can table their idea, they can table their views on any topic. But in parallel to that, you have to be very mindful that the things are not going in a different direction. So you just have to control the direction and let everybody will be equally participating going forward towards the goal together. So that's what I believe is the better leadership.
That's a wonderful thought. Now let's talk a bit about the setbacks. Now every one of us have faced some failures or setbacks in life. So what has that taught you, or what learning you got from any of the setbacks in your professional career?
So I see setbacks as an opportunity. So every time I get some failure or not going good, then I'll take it as an opportunity to learn how to overcome that and what exactly I need to embed in me to get over it. So for me, it is a positive thing in life.
Wonderfully said. Now, Gaurav, our industry is very challenging in terms, and when there are high stake projects, you just have to work over the weekends. So what or how do you unwind yourself, after a busy week? Are there any hobbies or extracurricular activities that keep you motivated?
Sure. So practically this is part of parcel. So when you work in such a industry which is very a kind of I'll not say the word which I want to, but okay. So while doing so this industry, somewhere you have to be an operational guy. You cannot be only a developer in this world. So while you are taking an entire thing and this is a 24/7 job. Now, getting out of it, the best way is either a meditation, which I am not able to do. So I do more of a physical work, like I do a lot of cycling and running.
That's great. And how about your family? Who all are the members in your family?
So my parents lives in Kota, Rajasthan now, and my wife and kids are with me.
And your wife is also working?
Till now, she was working, but just now she left.
Taking a break. Yeah. Nice. So Gaurav, if you have to give a piece of advice to the young generation who are looking to build their career in IT, so what that advice would be from you?
So with my previous experiences, I must say one thing, that you should not stop coding and doing things as an individual contributor wherever you are and which position you are in. So that is giving you a confidence and you are still relevant in whatever tough environment you are in.
And that's a fantastic piece of advice. You mentioned ever learning, being into
Yes.
IT, you have to just, keep yourself upgraded. So what are the current, learnings that you're pursuing these days?
So currently means for me, the world is changing very fast and you have to be very adaptable. And the next part of it is that being on this position, what I see is that I have to learn multiple things together. The more up you are going in the enterprise grade things, you have to learn everything. So previously I was not very good in UI UX. Altogether I am more of a data kind of guy and AI kind of thing, so machine learning and all that. But nowadays I am giving equal weightage to everything, because everything is important when you create an enterprise grade system. So you have to be perfectionist in everything, then only acceptable enterprise grade system people will create.
So how do you balance out the time?
So that is something where you have to time manage better. You have to schedule your life better, and you have to schedule your calendar better. Not let other managing your calendar. You have to be on forefront to take your calendar as a priority to learn things.
Wonderful takeaway. So Gaurav, we are now moving to our last segment, which is the rapid fire round. I'll be asking you some questions, and I would be expecting quick answers from you.
Sure.
You ready?
Sure.
Okay. So your first question, favorite programming tool or framework?
Java. In any framework, I mean, Java is my favorite.
Okay.
I started my career
With Java, of course, yeah. Cloud native or hybrid cloud?
Cloud native preferred, but hybrid cloud is the new word.
Right. One city you would love to live in besides your current city?
Gurgaon.
Okay. Favorite cuisine or dish?
Paneer.
Vegetarian.
Veg.
Okay. Favorite app you use every day?
So I'm more of an outdoor guy, except which is mandatory to use. I don't use much phone.
Okay. Rare to find such people these days. And the last question. One thing everyone misunderstands about tech leaders.
Yeah. So one thing that I see, the new generations are looking tech leaders as more of an orthodox guy. They don't treat them as a techie, but this is not a fact. Means being a techie, there is no age. You can be a techie at any age and any position. So
That's a great.
That is something which I really feel that nowadays people don't consider tech leaders as a techie, but more of a manager.
That's a wonderful perspective. Thanks for sharing that with us. And Gaurav, it's been truly wonderful chatting with you. Thank you for sharing all the, insights, your journey and your technical knowledge with us. It's been absolutely a pleasure to talk to you, and we wish you continued success.
Thank you. Thank you.